Hey, what's up, guys? This is Hotfire MTG. I am Tage, and I am gonna try this Game Awards After Party event. So this looks pretty cool. This lets you play with some cards from the new Theros Beyond Death set, which is coming out in January. It's only December 14th, I think, today, so kind of crazy. But this allows you to play with some of those cards, the ones that were spoiled earlier this week, and also allows you to play with some other really spicy stuff. So this deck in particular, the Ashiok deck, I'm going to try. It has some ridiculous things going on. So you've got the Mox Jet, the Mox Sapphire, and the Black Lotus that you can play. You've also got an Ancestral Recall. And as far as lands go, you've got an Underground Sea that you can play, which is pretty ridiculous. So there is a lot of stuff going on with this deck. Blue-black control. Basically, you've got quite a few removal spells, enchantments that give creatures -2, -2, -3, -3 in the Disfigure and the Mire's Grasp. You've got a few counter spells in blue. And you've also got some enchantments. There's a couple of auras, and you've also got the Saga in the Eldest Reborn from Dominaria. So pretty cool looking blue-black control deck with some removal, some counter spells. And you've also got Ashiok, the new Planeswalker from Theros Beyond Death. So for a 5-drop, she comes in with 5 loyalty and +1 ability. Create a 2/3 blue and black nightmare creature token. Whenever this creature attacks or blocks, each opponent exiles the top 2 cards of their library. And -3, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Then that player exiles a card from their hand. And the -7 ability, pretty ridiculous. You may cast up to 3 face-up cards your opponents own from exile without paying their mana cost. And there are a couple of other decks, a couple other cards in this deck that allow you to cast cards that your opponent owns or gain control of your opponent's creatures. So you also have Thief of Sanity, which allows you to cast a card that your opponent owns. And then I believe in blue you also have what's the card I'm looking for? I think there's, yeah, so Control Magic, which is another spicy card from Vintage Masters, allows you to just enchant a creature and steal it from your opponent. So a lot going on, like I said, in this deck. You've got cards from Vintage Masters, of course, which was the Magic Online set. You've got cards from Core Set 2014, Original Theros. You've got Dominaria, Ixalan. What else have we got? What else have we got going on here? Core 2019, and of course you've got Guilds of Rav, Allegiance, War of the Spark, Core 20, and Throne of Eldraine. So that's the deck. It looks pretty sweet. I am gonna give it a try. So this is gonna be like, this is all new for me. I have never played Vintage or Legacy. I have never played with a Black Lotus or a Mox. I've never even done it in Magic Online. So this is going to be a very new, very cool experience for me. So come along for the ride and let's give this a go. This is my first time trying this event. I actually don't know whether you can do it you can only do this event one time, or if you can do it multiple times during this this window. I have no idea, so we'll find out at the end if you can still do it. The reward is packs of Theros Beyond Death, but you apparently, if I understand correctly, you cannot open those packs until the set actually comes out in January. So you can win packs of Theros Beyond Death, but you cannot open them. So, we have an opponent. Let's give this a go. Crux Trox King. That's a mouthful. So this looks like a pretty decent opening hand. We've got all our mana. We've got 3 lands. We've got a Spectral Sailor, a Dire Fleet Hoarder, Seeker's Squire, and we've got the Saga in the Eldest Reborn. So I'm definitely going to keep this. Oh, cool new board here. Also, this looks pretty sweet. Definitely Theros themed. So I'm going to start off. Let's do an island, and the Spectral Sailor has flash, but I think I still want to lead out with it. Could cast it on my opponent's turn, but I don't. Probably not necessary. So opponent's playing the white deck. Opponent's got the Soul Ring in play, that's pretty cool. I really hope I get to cast a Black Lotus or a Mox. I can definitely do that now. Also drew the Underground Sea, which is really cool. So I think we might as well get the Underground Sea out because it does not come in tapped, and we can do, I think we'll do the Seeker's Squire so that we can explore this turn. So take a look, we get an island and we draw it. So go to combat here, swing in with the Sailor, ping the opponent for 1, and we'll end the turn. I could actually get the Mox Jet out just get that out for 0 as an artifact. I could have done that. Opponent plays the Charming Prince, gets to choose one. Okay, scry 2, gain 3 life, or exile a creature you own. Exile a creature you own, return to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. So opponent chooses to scry 2 and puts them both at the bottom. That kind of sucks. Didn't find anything he liked. So opponent's going to swing with the Knight of Grace, which has first strike, so I think I'm just going to take that. Okay, so I keep drawing lands or moxes. That is all I've drawn so far, which kind of sucks. My opponent is actually out ahead of me here for sure. So we might as well... Not much we can do. I can play the island, and if I play the moxes, then I can cast the Eldest Reborn this turn, which is pretty sweet, because then I can make my opponent sacrifice a creature this turn, which is very nice. So I'm assuming the Charming Prince is going to go. He has no value any longer, beyond just being... Really? Why would my opponent have sacrificed the Knight of Grace? That is strange. Well, anyways, I'm going to swing in with the Spectral Sailor, ping my opponent for 1. So now my opponent only basically just has a 2/2 on the board. So, History of Benalia. Gonna create some more knights. So I think I'm gonna take 2 from the Charming Prince here. I really need to draw a creature. That's helpful, but another 1/2. So make my opponent discard a card with the Eldest Reborn. And what's the third ability? Put target creature or planeswalker from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So any graveyard. That's pretty sweet. So I drew a creature, at least I can play. So let's play... Might as well get the Watery Grave out. We're going to enter tapped, play. So opponent's got... Might as well keep pinging my opponent. I could draw a card off the Spectral Sailor too, which might help. I'll do that next turn for sure if... Actually, I can do that anytime. Yeah, don't have to tap it. So get the Dire Fleet Hoarder out and the Eidolon of Philosophy. So at least I got a couple more blockers here now, which can help deal with the board state that my opponent is assembling. And we'll see what my opponent comes back with. So I definitely, if I don't draw some removal, there's lots of removal in this deck. I have not drawn any removal or any counter spells yet. So opponent enchants the Charming Prince. An enchanted Charming Prince is now a 4/4, which is, and is it a knight? No. Creates a knight, but the Charming Prince is not a knight, so it will not get buffed by the History of Benalia, but still. Do I just want to chump block? Do I want to take 4? Do I want to... This is rough. This is rough. My opponent's got me in a bit of a pickle. I'm gonna take this for now, because my opponent's next turn is gonna be ridiculous. But I got the Knight of Grace off the History of Benalia, which will help. Yeah, that has first strike, so that's definitely gonna help defend next turn, because all my opponent's knights are gonna be 4/3s. So the Doomblade, I'm definitely going to have to destroy that Charming Prince. Yeah. Doomblade, destroy the Prince, gets the Knightly Valor gone. Also, we will play the Swamp, and do I want to draw a card now off the Spectral Sailor? I probably won't be able to cast it, but I'm going to do it. Well, I got a Swamp out of the way. So I think I'm going to keep a couple... Yeah, I'm going to ping my opponent again for 1, keep everything else back to block on this turn. So these are just Vigilance, 4/3s, no first strike. So the Knight of Grace will help me get rid of 1. Ouch, not anymore. That is spicy. Oh, the Knight of Grace will actually help. White creatures get +1/+1. Nice. So the Crusade helps buff the Knight of Grace, which is now under my control. Beautiful. So Knight of Grace will block 1. I don't want to take any of this, so I'm just gonna have to chump block the other 2 with the Dire Fleet Hoarder and the Seeker Squire. I think that's what I have to do here. Yeah. So the Seeker Squire and the Hoarder both die, and my opponent is left with 2 3/3 knights, which is pretty good. Whisper Agent has flash, enters the battlefield, surveil 1. Do I want to save that? Use it on my opponent's turn? I don't think so. So I'm going to use the Spectral Sailor again, try to look for some removal. Man, I have drawn so many lands. Brutal. My opponent's got 4 lands. I have 6 plus the Moxes. So I want to keep the Knight of Grace back. I think I don't want to swing with it, because my opponent can hit me for 6 if I don't. So I think I just ping my opponent for 1 here. In the air. And then, do I want to cast the Whispering Agent now? I don't want to use it to block, really, because it would trade. Although, maybe I do. Maybe I still get the value, because it'll still surveil. And now opponent's going to swing in. Wonder if he has a way to buff them. Well, I'm going to play the Whisper Agent. Get the Surveil trigger. Do I want the Midnight Clock? I don't think I do. It takes, what, 6 turns? Because this happens at every beginning of each upkeep. So, what, 6 turns and I could discard my hand and draw 7? Maybe I do want it. Let's keep it on top for now. So we'll go to blocks. We will block 1 of them with the Knight of Grace. And if I trade, assuming my opponent can't buff, if I trade the Whisper Agent for a knight, I mean, that would clear my opponent's board. Protection from the color of your choice. Well, yeah, that sucks. And my opponent gets an Acclaimed Contender. Although he did not find, really, look at the top 5 cards of your library, knight or equipment or legendary artifact, and didn't find any of them? Yeah. Okay, so let's cast the Midnight Clock. we're gonna draw a card off the Spectral Sailor. Spectral Sailor's really helping me out, but I keep drawing lands. Holy crap. So, this sucks. My opponent's got 7 power over there now. And I cannot find a removal to save myself. If I play another land, I can draw another card. Yep, just auto-pay, sack the treasure. Hey, it's not gonna help, but it's instant speed, so keep it back to block, and I can at least take down -2, -2. I could take down one of them. I would have to double block to take down -2, -2. -2, -2, so I can block. Actually, I can't even cast it because I'm tapped out. All my mana's tapped. I have tons, and I'm all tapped out. Damn. So I think I just take 7, I think. Could have just chumped with the Eidolon, but I'm just going to hope my opponent does not have any more creatures. Oh, I got a counter. It's unless my opponent pays 2, though, so that might not. Yeah, my opponent can pay 2 with just the Soul Ring. So the Disfigure only costs 1. Let's draw another card off the Spectral Sailor. See if we can find something. Another counter. So now we're getting counters, and we don't really need them. But that will counter. That can counter a creature or planeswalker, and my opponent can't pay to avoid it. So get the swamp out, skip this turn, so I can use the Disfigure when my opponent swings next turn, and the No Escape. Oh, creates 2/1/1 soldier creature tokens. That's fun. All right, let's pass. I don't think I can survive this turn, actually. Yeah, I think that Memorial to Glory made the difference. So I could just straight remove one of the soldiers, and then I'm gonna have to block. No, I want to pass to blockers. Let's draw a card right now. See if I can find anything that will help. Nightveil Sprite does not have flash. Not gonna help. Alright, so I gotta chump block both of them to avoid going to 1. Go down to 2. This sucks. There's no way I can get out of this, though. I can't draw any more cards. I find another land, which is insane. So I can play the Nightveil Sprite, but I'm good game. I am not going to win this one. My opponent only drew 5 lands. I drew like 10. Well, that was fun though. Cool format. I'm just going to have to concede this one and try again. So what happens here? Is it... I can play another one, okay. 0, 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins. Well, let's try again. I think you can just... you can just keep playing as many times as you want. I don't think the event ends for you if you lose, actually. So you could just keep playing. After you get to 3, you could just keep playing if you want. Which, that makes more sense. Got Merfolk Trickster, 2 blue, Omen Speaker. I could keep this. Only 2 lands, but that's fine. Just about everything is a 2-drop. And up against the white deck again. And again, opponent drops a Soul Ring, turn 1. Turn 1 Soul Ring. And a turn 1 Mind Stone. That's cool. Sack it, draw a card. Nice. It's really sweet artwork too. Beautiful card. So I have no turn 1 play. My opponent gets a Soul Ring and a Mind Stone out, and I play an island. Ah, there's a history of Benalia. Okay. Oh, there's a Black Lotus. Oh, that is really sweet. That is really sweet. So what do I have here? The Orzhov Enforcer with Death Touch and Afterlife. Well, the Omen Speaker can block the Knights for a couple turns here. So let's play the Swamp, get the Omen Speaker out, and we get to scry 2 off that, which is very nice. Oh, we got an Ashiok and a No Escape. Do I want to keep the No Escape? I've got the Lotus now. I think I'm gonna bottom the No Escape. I don't know. I want to find another land soon, I think. I do have the Lotus, but that's one-time use. I'm going to bottom the No Escape, keep the Ashiok on top, and might as well get the Lotus out. That is cool. That just makes me smile. Let's go next. Do I want to... No, I don't want to use the Hero's Downfall with the Lotus, and I don't want to sack the Lotus to cast a 2-drop, so we'll keep the Lotus for now. We could use that, though, to cast the Ashiok. Okay, so opponent could have something to buff in hand. There are definitely several ways to do that in that deck, so block those, see what happens. Opponent's gonna enchant the Knight, give it +1/+2. I've already declared my blockers, so it won't help to flash in the... Could use the Hero's Downfall, though. Yeah, I think that's worth it, because he's got the Indomitable Will, so it's basically getting a kind of a 2-for-1, except that the Knight came off the History of Benalia, but still, I think it's worth it. So let's sack the Lotus, add 3 black. I just used a Lotus for my first time. Doesn't matter that it's digital, that's still flippin' cool. So there, kill the Knight, alright. So now, unfortunately, I don't have the Lotus to use to cast the Ashiok, but that's okay. So we've got a Merfolk Trickster that has Flash. I think I'm going to get the... let's get the Enforcer out. The Enforcer has Death Touch, so that'll help. Next turn, my opponent's going to get... opponent's Knights are going to get +2/+1, and the Enforcer has Afterlife, so... Even if I trade off with a Knight, I'll still get a little extra value out of it, creating a 1/1. 1/1 flyer, too, which is sweet. My opponent's hard up for lands. Opponent has missed... He's got the Soul Ring, though, but opponent has, looks like, missed a land drop. Oh. Is my opponent gonna... Oh, Swords to Plowshares. That's a cool card. That is really cool. So I'm just going to have to take 4 here. Not going to trade the Omen Speaker off that, because the Knight's going to go back down to a 2/2. I can use the Exclusion Mage to get rid of the Knight. Sweet. I need a land, but the Exclusion Mage will do. And now I can just swing in with the Omen Speaker and ping my opponent for 1. So... It's looking pretty good. Opponent hits a land, gets out Cryptic Caves, which he could use that to draw a card if necessary. Double Strike, Fabled Hero from Original Theros. I found a land, though, which is great. Merfolk Trickster, I can cast them both, so I might as well. Double Strike is kind of rough. So, I can't really swing into this. But I might as well cast the Hoarder, cast the Trickster. Oh, I can, because I tapped it down with the Trickster. It loses all abilities until end of turn. Well, I'm going to swing my opponent for 3 then. Fabled Hero. I should have done the Trickster on my opponent's turn, I guess, but allowed me to swing in for 3, so I would have stayed. I still would have been able to swing for 3 on the next turn. So, do I want to double block? Double block the Fabled Hero. I think I do. I think that's worth it. Opponent will only kill. Well, it has double strikes. He'll kill both of them. Yeah, kills both. I get a treasure token. So got rid of the 2/2 double strikes. I think that was worth it. I could be wrong, but oh, the Fabled Hero is not a knight, just a soldier. Oof. Oh, that's only till end of turn. Okay. Whew. So I can use the treasure to cast Ashiok. So yeah, I have to do that. Yep, auto pay, sack the treasure, cast the Ashiok. Sweet. Exiles a card from the hand. I think using the -3 ability right now is worth it. Make my opponent exile whatever card is in hand or the creature that I return. I think I'm going to do that. Do I want to return then when it dies? Put 1 on. I know it's my go. Jesus. What did my opponent exile? Oh, did he get? He got rid of the. Sorry, I'm looking at graveyard. He got rid of the Inspiring Captain. Okay, kept whatever he had. So I'm gonna swing with the Exclusion Mage. I don't think my opponent will want to trade. Alright, if the opponent trades, he's not going to get any value out of that now. It doesn't get any value out of the Venerable Knight. So I think we're in pretty good shape, I think. Opponent's got 2 cards in hand. Ooh, I guess he didn't want to exile that. That was the card in his hand. Jeez. Poof. And yeah, destroys. That's smart. Yeah, destroy the Soul Ring. Create a 3/3 Golem. Cool. Well, we're gonna have to +1 Ashiok now. Get a 2/3 at least. This sucks though. That 4/6 is rough. Midnight Clock is not going to help me for another 6 turns. At least it starts on my opponent's turn, so it's gonna be another 6 turns from now, I think, before that goes off. I need to draw removal. That's 2 games in a row. I haven't found any. Ooh, Ardenvale Tactician. Yeah, so I think Ashiok's gonna die. Taps both of my creatures with the Dizzying Swoop. Gonna swing at me with the Cavalier and swing at Ashiok with the Golem. I should start using this, actually. Can I do that? No, I can't do both. I can't add one, so I can't do that right now. My opponent's very impatient. Very, very impatient. So let's pay 3, put an hour counter on it, and let's do it again. So I have literally nothing else to do. Try to speed that up. So it has to get to 12. It's at 5 now. Ugh. So I can speed it up by a couple turns, but I'm in rough shape. Gets the Ancestral Blade on the Soldier. Oh, moves it on to the Tactician. Makes sense. So, I don't know. What do I do here? Something's gonna die anyway. Maybe I double block the Golem, at least kill it. He can't kill both. So then at least I still have another blocker. Next turn takes me down to 6 though. Well, so I need to draw something here. Creature type of your choice get -3/-3. Are these all there? 2 of them are knights. Okay, so I need 3, 1 and 2 black for that. So yeah, let's put an hour counter on the midnight clock. I can cast the witches. Oh, that's sorcery. Until end of turn, that is not going to help me. No, not at all. No attacks. End turn. -3/-3. At sorcery speed. So that is not going to help me on my opponent's turn. I am gonna die soon. Oh, Blaze of Legion's Landing. Pass 2 attackers. Let my opponent swing with everything. Gets to transform the Legion's Landing right away. Pass to blockers. Block the Cavalier of Dawn. There's no way I can draw myself out of this. No way. Let's do this. Put an hour counter on the midnight clock. And we draw an island. That's cool. Good game, Mr. Impatient. Or Miss Impatient. I will concede. You can get on to the next game, since you're in such a hurry. That's 2 losses in a row. But I think I just don't think I could have really done anything differently. Just unlucky with the draws. 3rd time's a charm, right, guys? Let's hope so. This is fun, though. I mean, I just cast a Black Lotus for my first time, so that's pretty sweet. You guys got to witness me pop my Lotus cherry. Sorry, YouTube, completely inappropriate. I apologize. It's probably gonna get banned or something. So let's see what happens here. That white deck is really good. It might be better than the blue-black deck. I don't know. I'll have to try that. I'll have to try it. Knights, pretty much all knights and soldiers. With the history of Benalia, that's really, really good. So, not a lot of people playing this event, maybe. Kind of long wait times. We're almost a minute now, which is kind of crazy. There we go. Morkai the Red. Do you always get paired up against someone playing the opposite deck? That's what it seems like, but the mirror match could be kind of interesting. So keep this. What does the Rupture Spire do again? 1 mana of any color. Okay. We will keep this then. This ain't bad. Sack it unless you pay 1. Okay. So, we will not cast that first. So, probably lead off with the Dismal Backwater then. Gain 1 life. It's got the Merfolk Trickster again, the Omen Speaker, and the Ghast Lord of Fugu. I'm just going to call him the Ghast Lord of Fugu, because I have no idea how to pronounce that. Shadowmoor card, which is pretty cool. Ghast Lord of Fugu. Or Fug You. That's better than Fugu. Fug You. Should I say your go to my opponent? I'm not a dick like that. But this is kind of getting ridiculous. To keep or not to keep? That is the question, which my opponent must answer. Soon time. Okay. Yep. Any day now. I might have to say your go. I think I'm going to have to. I think I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Yeah. Your go. And timer triggers. Come on. Morkai the Red. Did Morkai get disconnected? Is Morkai doing something inappropriate right now? Alright, we're good. Dismal Backwater, gain 1 life. Sego. So, hopefully this is not a trend. The slow play, I mean. Hopefully not a trend. So, I think I go... Yeah, I think I need to cast something. So we'll pay 2 life in Watery Grave. We already gained 1 life. And I think I'd like to scry 2 off the Omen Speaker. Yep, I will keep both of those on top. Memory Drain 4 casting cost. Well, I'm going to keep it anyway. So, I'm going to sit at 3 lands. That means I'm going to miss a couple land drops. Unless I can... I don't think I have a way to draw. I don't think I have a way to draw a card. So maybe I shouldn't have kept both of those on top. I liked them though. Opponent plays another Plains, and oh, there's the Charming Prince. Creepy dude. Scry 2. See if he finds anything he likes, or she. Both on top. Alright, so we've both scried and both kept 2 cards on top. No, I will keep it tapped. That's... Oh, shit, you gotta... Yep, I just did that. Now I don't have another land for a couple turns. Yep. I should have paid a little more attention to what I was doing. I don't want to kill the prince. No, I don't think I want to do that either. I'll wait, maybe do the Merfolk Trickster on my opponent's turn. Yeah, I'm just going to skip. Nothing. Not do anything. Not do anything this turn except send my Rupture Spire straight to the graveyard. Ugh. Alright, well I won't make that mistake again. First time playing with that card. I don't think I've played with that card before. Daxos, Blessed by the Sun. So, toughness equal to your opponent's, or your devotion to white. So, I think next turn would be a good time to use the Mire's Grasp. I don't know if I should have cast the Merfolk Trickster. I'm going to tap down the Charming Prince. It's pre-combat though. I should have waited for combat to see if my opponent was going to swing, which he probably wasn't going to. Although he clearly does not want to have it tapped down. Protection from blue, and swings in. Hits me for 2. So we got the, well, with the Doomblade, I knew that was coming. So we're gonna do, we're gonna get rid of Daxos, because Daxos could get pretty out of control in the toughness department pretty quickly. And -3/-3, perfect. So we're gonna swing in with both, hit my opponent for 3, 17 all. So now I could really use a couple lands. Since I shouldn't have kept the Memory Drain as a 4-drop. I should have put that on the bottom. Try and find some lands. Especially, I didn't expect I would be an idiot though at that time and send the Rupture Spire to the graveyard. Ooh, Benelish Marshal, nice. I might have to kill that with the Doomblade. We'll see. Opponent hasn't really cast anything super spicy in that deck yet. There's a lot more spice in there somewhere. Daxos is cool though. That's pretty cool. So I'm assuming my opponent is gonna swing with the Prince and ping me for 3, take me down to 14. Got something to think about though. I've only got one white. Can't be that hard of a decision, but oh well. I'm not going to complain. Yep, opponent swings. Takes me down to 14. Ooh, we drew the Mox Jet, which is beauty. I needed a land, but that will do. So let's get the Jet out. So still the only thing I can do is the Doomblade, which I think I'm going to use on the Benelish Marshal. Kill the Marshal. Charming Prince goes back to being a 2/2. Should maybe keep the Omen Speaker back to block the Prince, but I can ping my opponent for 3 right now, and my opponent can only ping for 2. So, but I'm assuming my opponent's gonna have something else to play here. I like the sleeves on these that really old like tile look. That's pretty cool. Like ancient, like tiling you would find in ancient Greece or ancient Rome. That's pretty cool looking. So opponent casts the Ancestral Blade, gets a 2/2. And I draw an Underground Sea. Beautiful. Oh boy, did I ever need that. So I still can't cast the Ghast Lord of Fug-You. Ardenvale Tactician. I think I'm gonna have to counter that because that will also remove the creature. So he casts the Dizzying Swoop. If I counter it, I will get rid of the Tactician also. So I must do that. That is worth it. It's nice, really nice. So Midnight Clock, I have not got any value out of it yet. I think I'm gonna. I mean, that could be really good when it goes off, but I think I'm gonna bottom it. I don't know. I haven't got any value out of it yet. I've cast it twice and haven't gotten there. Keep the Night Veil Sprite on top, sure. I do need another land, but so do I want to swing the Trickster into the Soldier? Let him decide if he wants to trade. Yeah, let's do that. See if my opponent wants to trade. He'll keep the Ancestral Blade, and then he can throw it on. He could throw it on the Prince if he wants to. Opponent gets a Mox Pearl out. So we got a Mox Pearl and a Mox Jet in play, which again, that's just super cool. So opponent gets to look at the top 5 cards of his library with the Acclaimed Contender. So I've only got a Night Veil Sprite coming out here, and I'm gonna take 3 off the Charming Prince. I've only got a Night Veil Sprite coming, so I'm getting into trouble here. No attacks. Keep some creatures back to block. No sense in attack. Oh, and there's the History of Benalia. This white Knights and Soldiers deck might just be a lot better than this blue-black deck. I might have to try that. I might have to try that one next, because I'm getting wrecked. This is 3 games in a row, just getting wrecked. Let's... what do I... Triple block? Triple block it? Kill it? No. Opponent's just gonna create another knight next turn, and then the next turn they're going to get really big, and that includes the Acclaimed Contender will get really big. So I drew a land. That's helpful. I can get the Ghast Lord of Fug-You out. So it can't be blocked when it deals combat damage to a player. Player reveals their hand, you choose a card from it, and that player exiles that card. So that's really nice if I can start attacking, which I think I need to keep that back to block. So, yeah, that was nice. Thank you. Fug-You, though. Still, my opponent's board state is a little scarier than mine. Oh, all creatures get +1/+1 till end of turn. Ugh. That's Gross. I don't think I can. I can block. You got 6 creatures. I can only block. No. Oops. He's gonna swim with all of them though. So I think I block one of the knights with the Ghast Lord. I think I maybe double. I could just trade off with a soldier. Soldier will not get bigger next turn though, only knights. So I think I'm gonna double block the Charming Prince and no, and yeah, then I have to block the Acclaimed Contender with the Sprite. So I'm gonna take 2, go to 3. I don't know. The Prince will die, but I'm still screwed here. -2/-2 until end of turn. That could help, but my opponent's gonna have some really big. Yeah, the Inspiring Captain's a knight, the Acclaimed Contender's a knight, and the knight is a knight. It's brutal. I can make him exile something, but there's no point. I need a blocker, so the Disfigure's nice, but it would have been nice if I could have got the Riddlemaster Sphinx out. One more land would have been better. Yeah, good game. You know I can't beat you. Oh, Flying Vigilance Lifelink. Oh, nice. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. So, yeah, I think we just concede this one. I really want to try and get one win with this blue-black deck, but I'm starting to think that it's not that good. Well, compared to the Elspeth deck. So let's try one. Let's try one more. If I go, I think that'll be 4 in a row if I lose this one. So let's see what happens with. I think we're playing against the white deck again. I think everybody else already knows something I do not, or that I'm just learning, and which is that the white deck, the Elspeth deck, is better than the Ashiok deck. I could keep this, I think, if I don't screw up the Rupture Spire again. Blast the Swamp, play the Swamp, play the Rupture Spire, pay 1 so I don't sack it. Let's try it. I don't like this opening hand very much, but let's try it. I need to draw another land very soon, so play the Swamp. At least my opponent didn't have a turn 1 play. No Soul Ring or Jets in hand. Yes, let's pay 1 this time. Don't decline. At least, okay. Benelish Marshal is very good. Oh, I drew another land, thank God. That is fortunate. And an Underground Sea, too, so just, like, that's so good. Just comes in untapped. Use it right away. Seeker's Squire Explores. Ooh. The Inevitable End is really, really, really good. It'd be nice if I could use it when my opponent has a couple more creatures, though, like at least one more. So I'm going to play the Omen Speaker, I think. Do I want 2? I think comes in tapped unless you control an island or swamp. Maybe bottom the swamp, keep the Drowned Catacombs. I control a swamp, so the Drowned Catacombs can come in untapped. That'll put me at 4 lands, which is pretty good. Need 6 for the Riddlemaster Sphinx, but I don't think I want to draw 2 lands in a row. Really. So, not going to block the Benelish Marshal. presumably take 3. But my opponent could have that. Could have that. Take 4 instead. Not terrible. I was hoping my opponent would cast another creature that turn so that I'd get a little more value for the inevitable end. But that's okay. Yeah, so I'm going to have to cast the inevitable end on the Vanillish Marshal. I don't think, like, he would have to be able to bounce it or something to save it. Can't do that. I think he was all tapped out anyway. No, he had two lands up, but still, he has no way to bounce in white. So, Cavalier Dawn. See, that's the value I would have liked to get out of the inevitable end. Oof, 4/6. So even the Riddlemaster Sphinx will not deal with that effectively. So let's do the Evolving Wilds. That land comes in tapped, so that's not going to help me a lot this turn. Do I want to get the Revenge of Ravens out? I think I do. Start gaining a little life, because that Cavalier of Dawn is going to start hurting. Oh, okay. Nice when you just have the answer you need. So, pass, opponent swings. I'll take 4 for now. I'll take 4 this turn. Oh, I didn't do the Evolving Wilds. Damn it. Stupid. I thought to myself, make sure you do the Evolving Wilds. And then I didn't do it. And I would have been able to cast a creature and the Midnight Clock. But I think I want to get 2 creatures out. Let's get the Squire out. And explore. Maybe we can... Ooh. Yeah, let's leave it there. Because then if I get that, I can... does the Evolving Wilds make you shuffle? So if I leave that on top, it's just going to get shut. Oh, why didn't I do the Evolving Wilds on my opponent's turn? Goddamn. Fine, just graveyard it then. Damn it. Give my Seeker Squire +1/+1, and let's play the Fairy Duelist. I should have saved that. I'm just going to do the Evolving Wilds now. Yeah, I shouldn't have cast the Fairy Duelist. That was stupid. Sure, give me an island. That was stupid. Why did I cast the Fairy Duelist? Read the card before you cast it. Well, I think if nothing else, we've learned that the white deck is better than the blue-black deck. I think that is the case. Oh, that is painful. Ouch. Okay, let's play the Midnight Clock. Midnight Clock can actually help me cast the Riddlemaster Sphinx. So, pass this turn. I can use the Disfigure. Disfigure can help me kill the Cavalier, but I'm gonna die to the... That's a lot of vigilance. Oh, 2 giant vigilant creatures. Yeah, so I'm gonna lose this. Pass 2 attackers. Pass to blockers. So if I take it down to 4, then I'd have to triple block. So let's let's do it. Block, and we're gonna take 7 off the Realm Cloaked Giant, which has Vigilance. He must know I have a Disfigure, if he knows what's in this deck, and I assume he does. Otherwise, why would I triple block? He could probably just buff. He's probably just gonna buff the Realm Cloaked Giant and finish me off. Although I don't know why he'd be thinking so long if that was the case. Oh, he's just ordering them. Okay, cast the Disfigure on the Cavalier of Dawn. So at least then only the Duelist. Ooh. Okay, well, that sucks. There's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing I can do that's gonna get me out of this now. I mean, they don't have trample, so I can get... Ooh, yeah, good game. Okay, so I think that's 4 in a row that I've lost. And, I don't know whether you always face the opposite deck that you're playing, but all of my opponents so far, and I doubt that's the case, but all of my opponents so far have been playing the white deck, so it's quite likely everyone else figured out before me that the Elspeth deck is much better. Anyways, I'm going to end this video here before this gets even more painful, and I will try the Elspeth deck next. Probably I'll do a separate video for that one. So thanks for checking this out. I hope my pain helped you learn that you should probably be playing the Elspeth deck, or at least if you are playing the Ashiok deck, read the cards before you cast them. Don't be a Timmy like me. So hit subscribe, hit like, guys. Really appreciate it. We'll come at you with the Elspeth video really soon. Later.